good evening, good day, good morning, and anything in between. I don't know when you're listening to this. I'm not a fucking magician, but I do know. But if you're hearing this, you are listening to this. So good day, good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, anything in between. I don't really care. I've got no concept of time anymore. Um, it's dark, so it's either early morning or um mid to late night. Um so what's been happening, guys? Quarantine. That's been pretty fun, hasn't it? Um been playing a bunch of Warzone. Still haven't got a single fucking win. But been grinding. I think it was something like 100 games in 48 hours. I feel like that's somewhat rookie numbers, but keep in mind, I don't think I really played any video games whatsoever for a good probably week or so before quarantine because I don't know. I feel like I think I was just like really fucked in the ass by schoolwork and stuff and like homework, and then all of a sudden like, guess what? No more school, but you're going to do your work at home now, bitch. And I have. Been doing pretty reasonably good. Um, yeah, I feel last week I talked about, not last week, Monday I talked about how Lewis Spears is a bit of an influence on my channel and how like overall, yeah, he's like probably my biggest inspiration, you know? So we have this one assignment that we're doing where it's we have to write a biographical thing about someone who inspires us, and I chose him. And it's kind of hard because for some reason it's hard to get enough information about a long cunt who swears for a living to be able to put into a school assignment and not get fucking suspended because there's a part where we have to put in quotes. The most iconic Lewis Spears quote is, of course, cunt. I don't think I can really put that in a school assignment. um, but yeah, I'm gonna try and work on that, I guess. Um, Quarantine's been shit because can't socialize realistically with anyone. But uh, it's good for this channel, is what I was gonna say. It's really good for this channel because I've got nothing. I've not got much else to do. So every time I have an idea for a video, I just fucking do it. I think I've got like four, 3 or 4 videos that I made, which I'm just not going to upload because they're funny, I guess. But at the same time, no planning went into them. It was just completely improvised and shit. And it works, but it also doesn't because like there's this one where it was I was planning on calling it Every Busker in Rundle Mall, but it just didn't flow properly because it was me rambling off shit I'd seen, but I don't live there. I don't see it that often. It was just literally it's a compilation of different things I've seen on the odd occasion I am in that area, and yeah. Basically, it was just me pretending to be a wanker while holding an acoustic guitar. And then I started to play Wonderwall. So, basically I said the same thing twice, but you know. Yeah, but I'm recording every day because even if an idea I record doesn't end up being worthy of being uploaded, at least that way I'm like weeding out what things work and what things don't, and that way I'm like getting more comfortable with doing this because it's a weird concept, just sitting in my room in front of the camera. um, yeah. Yeah. The other day I uploaded a guitar lesson. That was honestly, I thought it'd get a bit more well received. I thought I fucking sound like a retard because I've got 9 subs and I'm doing this, but honestly, it got, I want to say 5 views, and that's a little disappointing, I guess. But at the same time, it's I've got 9 subs, and there's no way that all of them were gonna be on that shit. But yeah, hope that was fun to make though, and I'll probably, if that did help anyone, like the comments, yeah, just let me know, and then I'm gonna do another one regardless because it's really fun and it's also really good for me because then I can realize what the fuck I'm actually doing. Because a lot of it after a while just becomes like muscle memory shit, but learning it again, it makes, I don't know, something about it just opens it up and clicks a bit more. It's hard to explain, but yeah, um, oh fucking the other day, I just got my electric boy out, my Ibanez, and just started fucking. I think I learned 4 Motley Crue songs in 2 days, which is pretty epic because, you know, I don't know why I never learned any of their songs already. They've been like top 3 bands for like probably almost a year now. I remember about a month before I watched The Dirt, which is a couple of months after it came out. No, yeah. Um, I was just looking through Spotify and I found one of their songs. I think it was Live Wire, and it was just in a random ass playlist I was listening to, and I was like, dude, that's kind of epic. And then from there, they've just been like the best, my favoritist band, top 3 at least favoritist bands of all time so far. Since top 3 for those of you who give a shit, which statistically probably about 1. Top 3 probably goes number 3, Green Day, 2, Motley Crue, 1 is a tie between Slipknot and I know Slipknot isn't number 1, but I also know that there's got to be something else. There's something else. I'm retarded. Let's just say Slipknot is number 1 because they are. Oh yeah, Lil Peep, Slipknot and Lil Peep tied for number 1. Very weird combo, I know, but I don't know. And Lil Peep is the reason I got the acoustic. Slipknot is the reason I got the metal machine. Yeah. How's life for you guys? Thinking of doing another segment. Probably do it next Thursday. I'm gonna record the podcast at either real late at night, like between 11:30 and 1 a.m. I'm thinking of filming it, and I'm gonna call my friends and like hopefully they're like half asleep or some shit, and it'll just be really funny to just ask them for some quarantine stories. And yeah, get some quarantine tips from the boys and girls of not going to disclose my town name, because I know there's probably a nonce in the 9 subs. There's multiple nonces in this town, in fact. My neighbour just over there a bit, he's a nonce. My neighbour that way, also a nonce. And a nonce used to live in the house that way. So yeah, that's fun. Used to, that one by the way, I think like probably 3 years ago or something. But yeah, nonces everywhere. Plus, that's just the nonces on my street. Yeah. So, there's gonna be a lot of rambling for the first few episodes of this because I don't really know what I'm. Oh, I know what I'm doing because I can't say I know what I'm doing because I listen to a lot of podcasts because that's bullshit. But I'm good at talking and holding a conversation. I'm just not good at continuously changing the subject every 10 seconds because I don't know. But we'll get there, you know? Um, yeah. Also, the sketch I dropped earlier today, which will be yesterday when I upload this, which is tomorrow, the every Seth Rogen movie. 20-second clip, but dude, I thought that was genius. I thought it was very funny and very good. And yeah, that was like very heavily Gus Johnson inspired, kinda. Cause for a lot of my sketches, because I've got a lot ready to film and some to edit, some to write, like just base ideas I've got to write. They're very heavily Gus Johnson inspired because when it comes to that, he's my biggest inspiration. When it comes to like just regular run of the mill content, it's lots of Lewis Spears. He's like the overarching idea. But then sketches very Gus Johnson. Oh, and Auntie Donna, of course, because fucking hell, they are good. But yeah, so Auntie Donna and Gus Johnson are like the biggest things for sketches. Lewis Spears is like the overarching thing, but a lot of my content I want to kind of go along those lines, like kind of commentary-ish, I guess. Well, it is commentary, but yeah. And then like for my guitar lesson thingies, I want that to just like loose in my own thing, because like it has inspiration obviously, because I had to learn how to be able to teach it, I guess. And because I like watch a lot of guitar YouTube channels and shit, like fucking Jared Dines, Music is Win, Rob Scallon. Yeah. Fuck. I've got a very good setup if you can't tell. Very professional. It's not like I'm leaning my phone against my Xbox, which has got a little bit of blue tack on it so that it doesn't slip like it just did, but it did anyways. That's definitely not the case right now. But if you do want to, like, you know, get me a bit of money because I don't have a job because fucking Corona, that would be great, you know. Just you know, just in the comments, if you just leave a $1 note, that'd be great. We don't even have fucking $1 notes in Australia, so that'd be very useful. Yeah. Also, I don't know why I hold the mic like this. Like, it's meant to just, you know, clip on so that I have hands free. But I guess I just need something to fiddle with. Because, let's be honest, I probably have ADHD. But, yeah. So, I've got a lot of plans for this channel. I know I talk real big because there's 9 of you. And one of which is Joey, the fucking producer for, you know, every song that we make, he is basically the reason I started, is because I wanted to make videos of TBK, and I was like, then I started to really enjoy it, and that's why we're here now. And then another one is one of my really good friends is. And then there's 7 of you who I don't know. One of you, am like, not even joking, I think you might be a pedo. Don't quote me on that, but I like, just take my word for it. I'm fairly sure one of my 9 subscribers is a pedo. But yeah. Warzone. you guys been playing Warzone? I'm sure one of you has at least. It's a very good game. It still I haven't got a win. I said this earlier, about 10 minutes ago. But yeah, I haven't got a single win yet. But still grinding, still trying to get that bread, gamers. But it's just not happening because, like I said, haven't played any real game in a while. I also started Far Cry 4. I go back and forth on it because that was my desk. I go back and forth on it because on one hand, it's the only Far Cry game I haven't played, apart from Far Cry 1. But apparently that's like pretty meh. I haven't really heard anything about Far Cry 4. But I was like, oh, I'll check this out. It might be pretty okay. So it was the intro, fucking sick. The introduction to Pagan Men, fucking amazing. And then the first mission, also fucking sick. And then after that, you hunt wolves. Like, it went from 100 to 0. Like, the intro made it look so much cooler than Far Cry 5's intro did, because Far Cry 5's intro was like, okay, so what you're going to want to do is put the handcuffs on this cunt. And then this one, it's like, fucking, should I stay or should I go? Starts playing as this crazy asshole starts just killing and shit. And, oh, dude, that was sick. But it was like, you know that meme where it's not even really a meme, it's just like a concept of like the tip of the iceberg, you know? It's like this bit looks nice, then it's just a shit. It's like if you got a shit, put it in some murky water and you painted the top part like bright pink and you're like, dude, that looks awesome. And when you pull it out and it's just Mr. Hanky with a shower cap on. That's like exactly what it is. Hey, well, I can't really talk too much because like I haven't played that much of it. But yeah, I really prefer campaign to like multiplayer and shit because I don't know. I just always have. I think it's because as a kid I never really played anything that multiplayer because we didn't have internet. I mean, I played Call of Duty against my brother, always thrashed him, by the way. The bolt action on was it? There was a bolt action on I want to say Black Ops 2, I think it was multiplayer, or maybe it was Modern Warfare 2. One of the above. Either way, fucking no scoped him like crazy. This is 2016 or something, by the way. I'm an absolute legend. But yeah, I guess it's because the campaign is like the one that I always played the most. So I just kind of began to love it more. And like the idea of like a narrative and shit is really cool. I like storytelling and shit. It's cool. Fucking Black Ops 1 and 2. Dude, that shit was crazy. I played both of them in a span of about probably a week. There's probably gamers out there like, oh my god, that's like rookie numbers. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with this kid, eh? But nah. I'm really not that much of a game man. I'm not. I play a lot of video games, but I wouldn't call myself an epic gamer just yet. Yeah. I also recorded some Discord chat video. Oh, well, I started to. I need a lot more footage. I think I've got about 5 minutes. I'm thinking of making it about 20-ish. And it's just you know, like Call Me Carson videos, like just going into Discord chats and wreaking havoc. Basically that. I got kicked out of three in the end. I ended up getting kicked out of 3 furry Discord servers because one of them, apparently I was harassing people. I fucking wasn't. I think that was like the one where I genuinely wasn't. I was I was literally just pretending to be a furry, trying to get on their podcast that they were making, and all of a sudden they were like, "Ooh woo, no!" And then another one was I think I just eventually I decided to find me out, so I changed my name to Pizza Delivery Man, and changed the profile picture to Pizza Delivery Man and everything, so it matched. And I tried to basically just destroy these children because they were genuinely about 8. I swear to God, I don't know who gave them a phone or laptop or whatever they were using. And then the last one, I was I tried to start a communist uprising. You know, that went from 0 to 100, didn't it? 4 of us went in. One guy was trying to start a breadline. I was Stalin himself. There's another 2 guys who were just USSR. I think we used to call them USSR soldiers. They went in. They were rounding people up. Oh, and then we had a 5th one come in. A 5th one just joined us. He hit me up and he was like, "Yo, can I join you? This is pretty fucking funny." We called him the Gulag Master. And that was pretty lit. That was a good 5 minutes. It only came down to 5 minutes of content because it took me about 1 minute. I'm not even over exaggerating. 1 minute to get kicked from the first one that I mentioned. Would have only taken a couple minutes to get kicked from the next one. And then the communist uprising one, there's not that much actual footage because I think the moment that the mods realized what we were doing, they were like, "Oh, we can't have this, can we?" Ooh, no, you don't. But fuck, that would have been so good. I think the right way to go about this would be to get a bunch of people who also wanted to just fuck with a bunch of furries. Make a server ourselves that we label as a furry one, and just wait for actual furries to start joining. By the way, I don't have anything against furries. It's actually pretty cool. It's just the culture, I guess, of being a furry is really I want to sucky wucky on your dicky wicky, and that's very funny to fuck with. But I like if you are a furry, that's cool. That's pretty epic. It's just the culture around it is it's got like it's got a lot of comedic value, and I respect it. But if you want to be respected, you've also got to like be able to take a joke. Because I wouldn't like. It's not harassment or anything. If I'm just joking. If I just went into a furry Discord and was like, "Oh my god, I'm going to kill all of you with a 12 gauge shotgun," that would be fucked up. Me being like, "Ooh, woo, let's start a communist uprising." That's just playing off the fact that furries say "ooh, woo" a lot. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, so we'll make a Discord server. A bunch of people just join in, pretend to be a furry, and we'll just wait until a few actual furries join, and just see how long it takes for us to completely fucking make it like. Maybe not even make them go mental. I just want to see how long it takes before they realize it's a troll. Because, like, dude, I wonder what the average. Okay, so furries, it's like your sexuality kind of, isn't it? It's like you're born and you're like, I'm a wolf. Is that right? I don't want to be wrong because I don't want to piss anyone off. But that is it. That is it, right? Like you don't get to choose your species. You just are born as a certain species, and you have to. Is that a thing? Is that how it works? I don't want to piss anyone off. I'm just genuinely curious. And then, also, my question is, do most furries, like, stay a furry for their entire life? Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't see a lot of grandpa furry porn. I've been rickrolled by furry porn enough times to tell you that there's not a lot of grandpa furry porn. Like, the average age, I'd say, for that and the furry, from what I've seen, is about 25-ish, maybe 30. I don't know. But then, of course, there's like a few that make it past that. But I'm just curious because I couldn't imagine, like, if you're, let's say, in your 30s and you have children and you're furries. Like, if you have children and you're a furry, are they also furry? Do they have to be furries? Because isn't that kind of discrimination to make them become furries? But then it's also against it's kind of like if you're like Jehovah's Witness and then then you make your children Jehovah's Witnesses. Is it like that? Like it's like a religion sort of thing, or is it like, yeah, we're furries, but do whatever? Because like, I'm curious. Yeah. FYI, about Discord idea, the server, and just lure a bunch of furries in. That is probably going to happen soon. I want to have a few more subs first because I want to get you guys in on it too. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, being a furry is cool. Just take a joke. Yeah. Furries can be like made up creatures too, can't they? There's like unicorn furries, but there's also cat furries. That's weird. Hi guys, this has turned into the Furcast. No, I genuinely just want to talk about it because I don't want to make it seem like I'm being a dick towards furries, because you're not the only fuckwits on the internet. There's also K-pop stans. Oh my god. I think I might do a video one day where I just go through all these interactions that I've had with K-pop stans because it's hilarious. Because a lot of it is like I don't even realize I do it. I'll just like see a tweet. Fuck. My professional setup is really a hindrance sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just be scrolling through Twitter and I'll see. First of all, you always see the video first. It's always a fucking shitty fan cam video. And then you'll see a sentence like, "This guy is a sex offender." And then it's like, you Google the guy once and you're like, he hasn't been convicted. People have said that, that it's alleged. You can't just it's a sensitive subject where you can't be like, this guy is a pedophile, but you also can't say this guy is not a pedophile, and you can't just clash that without any evidence. It's, so then I'll reply with like, you can't like really, something along the lines, I wouldn't say you can't say that, because I learned that about a year ago, I worked out that like, you can't say that because that's anti-free speech, like, that's the opposite of what I really want to try and do. But it'll be like, don't support this guy, don't follow him, don't watch his movies. And it's like, regardless of what type of a human being he is, you can still find his movies or his music or whatever enjoyable. Like Bill Cosby. He isn't a legend. He fucking did that shit. But you can't lie. But regardless of what he did, The Cosby Show was good, Or like, that's actually the only real decent example I can think of that isn't too obscure or anything. But like, okay, so like you'll see a tweet and it'll be like, oh my god, I can't believe insert person here was watching a movie with insert person here in it. We all know what he did. And it's like, you Google the guy's name and it's like, allegedly, this guy might have done a thing. And you're like, okay, So I'll reply with like something like, I wouldn't, if I were you, I just wouldn't say that because it's alleged. It's just, you can't say it did when you don't know it did. And that's just criticism because it genuinely is just looking at this other person in a way, I guess, because it's like, you don't want other people to fuck themselves in the asshole because on Twitter a few years ago they said something. But yeah, and then they'll reply with like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you said this. Fucking subscribe to our Lord and Savior Jungle Cock." And then it'll be a picture of Jimin, and it'll just be zoomed in. It'll be like, and they'll be like, "Oh my god, Jimin has the nicest bum," and it's like, low key, all K-pop guys are fucking. But like at the same time, basically, K-pop good. K-pop stands fucking insane. All stands fucking insane. Um, like for example, this one I found, and all she does is post. I think it's a she. Don't I don't know why I felt we need to say that because I'm not going to say her name or anything. But all she does is post these videos. It's just all fan cam videos, and it'll be something like, "Oh my god, our baby Jimin is so cute." Like, how do you think those people? Like, how do you think K-pop artists must feel just being objectified and put on this fucking pedestal by these crazy 12-year-olds on the internet because they can't even speak Korean. They can't understand what this cunt's saying, and they're like, "Oh my god, I need this in my life." And it's like, dude, K-pop's pretty alright, but like, please. You don't even know what he's saying. Like, yeah, it's catchy, but it's just noises to us. It's like the Cantina band in Star Wars, really. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but it's just music. It's like, there's nothing really there. It's not about anything to us. Then again, it's got no words. But that's, you know what I mean, I think. But yeah, it's like, must be so, they obviously know this shit happens because it's so obvious. Like, there's so much of it. And like that one, I think it might have been Jimin. He got in a car accident, and all the K-pop stands, they were fucking tweeting words that would gain more attraction than Jimin car crash or some shit like that. And so that the most so it was harder to find out that he actually did it when just searching it because they didn't want him to feel worse than he already did. But like, dude, you caused it. If you are in a car accident, cool. That's on you. You and it's also on you to not have this literal army of 12-year-olds on the internet guarding you. You're an adult, dude. You're able to tour the world singing in your language that 90% of your viewer base doesn't even understand. But you can't acknowledge the fact that you got in a car accident and that your stands are fucking insane because they didn't want people to know. It's not even that big of a deal. Like, if you were fine and everyone else involved was fine, that's not good, but like, it's not something you need to hide. But, dude, that's actually, it's insane. Fucking, you see this shit all the time too. Like, whenever anything happens, it'll just be, K-pop stan, generic K-pop stan, 69 tweets. We all knew this was going to happen. Stand out, unproblematic king, jungle cock. And then a fan cam video. What's up with fan cam anyway? Like, I don't get the appeal of it, because what does it add? Apart from less phone storage, what does it do for you? Because, like, dude, also, this is for those who are also on this side, kind of, and don't really like all that bullshit. my advice is to go into your settings on Twitter and make it so that there's a setting that makes it so that you can't, so videos don't autoplay. Turn that off so that you don't get any autoplay videos, so that you're not giving them views, because the more views they get, the more encouraged they're going to be to do it, and like, it's not something that I personally necessarily want to encourage, is that bullshit. So like, yeah. Anyway, that probably does it for today. Tomorrow, which is actually today now, even though it's tomorrow today, but today tomorrow when this comes out. If you made it this far, I don't believe you. Comment duck, but with 2 C's. And follow me on Instagram. Harry Suckling is my name on Tuesdays. Follow me on Twitter, Harry_Suck. Follow me on TikTok, Dyslexic Doodle Bob. Add me on Discord. Actually, no, don't. No. Yes, add me on Discord. I think, yeah. The name is Pizza Delivery Man. Number is 0521. Add me on Discord, lads and lasses. Yeah, that does it for today. Sub to JoeyKaneBeats, by the way. He just produced the beat for a new song that is on SoundCloud that I will provide a link to, probably in the description, if I remember. But yeah, stream that. I don't know the artist's name, but fuck, it was actually sick. Go stream that. Go support Joe. Sub to TBK. Yeah, comment below any video ideas you have, because there's only a few of you, so like, if you all comment one, I can almost guarantee I'm going to do it, because I have plenty of time, and inspiration would be cool, and yeah. Anyways, see you next Monday for another installment of the Quarantinecast with your boy. Might have a guest. There might be a special guest next episode. It's gonna be your mom.